The mission of the market is to spur entrepreneurship and sustainability for the people living in the Sunnyside neighborhood area. I think when you walk in this room, or you walk into this space really, you hear at a minimum 2 different languages, sometimes 3 or 4. You see everybody from grandmas to like little babies. It's truly like a community. There's like food, there's music, there's like stuff to buy. It's just a really cool spot. People that are involved with the market, engaged in the market, either selling things out of the market or being volunteers in the market, come from all over. They come from not only Sunnyside, not only Flagstaff. We have people that are from outside of Flagstaff that are involved with this. We have a radio station, a low wattage radio station located within the market as well. And so if you look at the map on the wall of people who are calling in and where they're listening from, it's from all over the world.
I am from southern France, from the Mediterranean, a place called Aix-en-Provence, near the city of Marseille. I'm a working musician, that's what I do for a living. And every Tuesday morning, I'm here on a radio station. I have my show Accent from 11 to noon.
It's a community radio station, and we try to cover everyone that we can in our endeavors here at this station. We're not just interested in the Sunnyside community, we're interested in all the communities and all the people around Flagstaff, and we try to represent that here. I'm just a little part of the representation of that theory of all people in all communities. But I must say, it does please me to be sort of like the original DJ to this radio, Sunnyside 101.5 FM.
I've been with the market before it started being the market. I started at the Sunnyside Neighborhood Association as the coordinator for the association, became the director for the I Am Youth group. And then I moved, the grant ended, so I moved, my job ended. And I came back, but I always had that in the back of my mind, that I wanted to be around not only choral, but I wanted to be around the community where my kids grew up, Sunnyside.
Well, I got involved fairly early on after they had selected this building, and we were having weekly meetings, and I'd heard about them. I'm a member of a workshop where we do woodworking and metalworking just down the street. It's a community effort. And so I heard about it through them and started attending the meetings, and I could tell they were going to need help. There was a lot of construction to be done, and we were just at a building that was still needing to be completely, gutted and start over.
My involvement currently is volunteer DJ. I'm doing my show right now. It's called Audio Offerings. Music for feeling, mostly indie, electronic, and ambient music. And then my other involvement is I volunteer at events a lot, so I try and be like the face of Radio Sunnyside at events such as Rumble on the Mountain at the Orpheum Theater.
The way I describe it is it's an artist co-op, so everything in the store is handmade or local. And we even have community-supported agriculture, so we have produce and different homemade items here, salsas and things that some of the vendors make. And it's also a micro-business opportunity, so people who are wanting to start their own businesses can start out here and basically learn the ropes.
I would like to get open hours for the computer lab like they have at the library. And so people can come in here and do their resumes and things like that. And then the classes and workshops, I want to get things, anything from computer courses to how to knit, self-defense courses, baking. We have a photographer that's going to do a course. We're also going to be offering language courses. There's a professor from NAU that teaches Spanish twice a month here. So I'm excited about the variety of different things that can be taught here and the things that we can do.
For me, everything that we're doing here, the Market of Dreams, the service learning, the trash art, the music, it's a revolution. So you guys, how many of you recycle at home? Everybody. What else could you do with that water bottle? Repurpose. Repurpose. Have you guys ever heard that word? We can also say upcycle. Instead of recycling it and turning it into something else through a chemical process, we could take all of this trash and make artwork. My phone holds thousands, I don't know, 1,000 pictures at least I have on here. This floppy disk holds 4. So they created new technology. So now this technology is trash, but check it out, they're kind of cool. I bought all this and it's free for you. So this is my free trash store. Come shopping. Look at your art supplies. Look at what you want to make. You guys already picked out your shirts, but pick the pieces you want. This is all free for you to use. I've got scissors and tape. I got sewing machines. I've got all kinds of stuff for you.
And I was the first jock on the air. We have gone from 3 of us to 40. It's just wonderful. We've gone from just radio to radio and talk, or from music to music and talk. We have live radio shows. So we have a children's show on Saturdays. Yeah, and it's a live theater, live radio theater. We try to engage the community in issues that people of our community should be concerned about.
I've been involved with the market now for about 1.5 years. I have my own business down the street. It's Northland Upholstery. The market's important for me. I'm fairly new to Flagstaff. I'm about 4 years, so it helps me socialize with other business owners in town. The dream for the future is to be able to make successful business owners.
Market of Dreams has been a huge blessing for Hope Cottage and the Sunshine Rescue Mission. We also sell a couple of their items, planter boxes and birdhouses as well, that the men are able to make. So, you know, it started real small. It started out with just candles and calendar that I put together, and it really quickly grew. And I think that the Market of Dreams has been a huge blessing to our ministry because we have become very involved with the community. So not only are we able to educate the public of who we are and what we do, but it gives a sense of pride and accomplishment to our ladies, to our residents. So they're able to make things to sell at the market, and then we get 100% of the proceeds go right back into the shelter.
I work used to do like illustration or design, or I sell painting in Japan, and then I moved here and then tried to. I didn't bring much painting, but I started making postcard, and I also make felt animals from her wool. I can be here only in the morning, and the morning is not so busy, but somebody told me that people buying my card and t-shirts.
In this day and age that we live, you know, here in the U.S., in the Western world we live in, that mom and pop stores are kind of not really, people think it's a thing of the past to, you know, to have your own business, so to say, where you're not, you know, you're a third person, you know, as opposed to, you know, if you work for a corporation or you work out of a shopping mall or you work out of, you know, one of these outlets, like, you know, there's always a middle person who you're paying rent to and giving 10% of your profits to whoever is allowing you to be wherever there is. With the Market of Dreams, it's kind of like, it's all grassroots, you know, it's kind of like one of those things that's just like, it's just the artist himself, you know, and it's been a long time coming, to say the least, here in Flagstaff, and now that it's here, you know, it's exciting, it's good to be a part of, and it's a beautiful blessing to be able to be a part of that, and to kind of realize, you know, it's like, hey, you know, it's now's the time, you know, like now we can kind of take the power back in a sense where, you know, we do our own media and play our own music and you know, promote the community, you know, what's not really been promoted or said, you know, saying the unsayable and playing the unplayable, you know. That's great for me. That's awesome. That's what I like about it.
I really like it here. I haven't really been exposed to the Mexican culture as much, so it's pretty fun and new being here. I'm Native American, so I'm really comfortable being around Native Americans, and there's actually not that many Hispanics in my family, so it's kind of new being here, and it's really interesting to hear about the different things that have happened with the neighborhood.
I'm loving where this Market of Dream is going. I like the culture. They were trying to just bring all the cultures that Flagstaff has. We're such a versatile town where we have cultures from everywhere. Our tourism is big, and so we really like to bring all that together, and I think the market is getting there.
Market of Dreams ではローカルの
Le marché de Jerez, c'est très magnifique.
Пазарът на мечтите е нещо невероятно.
Hoy estamos aquí en el Mercado de los Sueños, Market of Dreams, celebrando nuestro primer aniversario.
We imagined this space that people could come together and sell their stuff. But what we got was something much bigger. So we got the community center, we got a computer lab, we got a radio station, and we got people who actually call this place home. I mean, there are people who stop by in the morning to make sure they get a cup of coffee. There's people who stop by in the afternoon to make sure they buy a pastry. So it's like we got what we wanted, but we ended up with something that we couldn't even imagine. That was much better. Kind of one of those things that's just cool. It's kind of hard to explain. I think we got more than what we expected.